In this video, we'll look at how to display a native alert dialog in Corona SDK. There will be times when you'll need to display an alert dialog to notify users of certain statuses of your application. In Corona SDK, you can display a native alert dialog using native.showAlert. This function displays a pop-up alert box with one or more buttons using a native alert control. When the alert dialog is in use, program activity, including animation, will continue in the background, but all other interactivity will be blocked until the user selects a button or cancels the dialog. It's important to remember that the native showAlert object, like other native objects, cannot be inserted into groups and are always displayed on top of regular display objects such as groups, vector, images, and text. Native.showAlert accepts two required parameters and two optional parameters. Title, which is required, is a string displayed in the alert. Message, which is also required, is a string displayed in the alert text. Button labels is an optional table of strings, each of which will create a button with the corresponding label. Listener is optional and is the listener to be notified when a user presses any button in the alert box. It can assign an action to each button according to its numerical index. The first button index is 1, the second index is 2, and so on. See the native showAlert documentation on the Corona Labs website for more details. Let's look at some sample code. In this example, we've created a local variable called alert, which has been assigned to a native.showAlert object. We've passed in Corona as the title and build apps 10 times faster as the message. OK and learn more are passed in for button labels, and the function onComplete is passed in as the listener function. When the alert dialog appears and the user touches one of the two button labels, the local function onComplete will check the action property of the event that is passed into the function. If the event is clicked, then the function will look at the event's index to see which button label was touched. If index is 1, then the user touched OK and the dialog will be removed by default. If the index is 2, then we will open a browser window and take the user to the Corona Labs website. One last thing to note is that native alerts appear differently in the simulator than they do on the device. This is an expected behavior, and final testing on the device is always recommended. And that's a look at how to display a native alert dialog in Corona SDK. Learn more about working with Corona SDK at coronalabs.com/university.